Just noticed the two French flags.
Well, welcome back everybody. We are doing round 13.
13. Lucky number 13.
Hopefully I can pull out something. I don't have a setup for Hungary, so this is going to be interesting.
Okay. So you were doing most of your practicing on Britain, on the short.
Yeah.
Yeah. My career, I got 1 weekend ahead of us because of Britain short. So I've got a little bit of practice in Hungary, but absolutely horrible when I was racing it earlier. I was missing all of my points. I forgot where my turn-ins were, and the setup is slightly different than the one I had saved because I changed my setup at the end of I think FP3 for qualifying and then didn't save it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I have no confidence in that setup.
Well, I have that F1 setups app, so I'm gonna go on there real quick. And 118 for a Mercedes? Damn. That must be a time trial setup.
Yeah, most likely.
Yep, it is. I think
my Hungary was a 119.6, and that was in Q3. Supers and max setting.
99, 60, 70, 26, 10, 623, 83, 93, 54, 90, 58. Yeah. That sounds like a decent setup.
Yeah, it differs wildly in the aero than mine. Like you said, what was 7.7? I've got a 3.5, but I don't know if I changed. I must have changed to a 4.5 or 9.9. Wow. Yeah. That might be the one that I've got saved. I might have tweaked it a little. Well, no, it must have. No, I haven't.
Well, actually,
no, I can't even remember.
You know, I take that back. Normally... I might have a Hungary setup, but no, I don't, because I haven't even started the career.
Like, with my setups, whenever I do a fast lap, I record it, and then I record the setup for it. And then, like, I just write it down in the notes on my iPad so that, you know, I have it at a glance. Mm-hmm. And if I get a better time, then I will update it, just, you know, so that I know what I can do. But that said, at the end of Q3, so that must have been the setup. I may have saved it on my iPad, but not in the game. I can't remember. It's going to be interesting to find out if I did change it. Because that might have been why I felt so, like, it felt so weird when I was doing the career race earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just missing everything. But whenever you're ready to go,
I'm ready.
I am too. All right. I finally got my my Mercedes career car. As far as the durability upgrades, I've got all the upgrades that I want, or for now, for season 1, and I've got all the efficiency and like all 5 efficiency upgrades and 2 quality control upgrades.
Nice.
And now I'm ready to just, you know, put parts on or upgrades on the car every week. Just for the engine. I don't have any of the aero or chassis, but. So I like getting to that point where every weekend you're getting a new upgrade speed-wise. So it's just making a faster car, or a fast car faster. Oh shit!
Shit! I do not have a Hungary setup. Fuck.
I clicked into the setups and then looked at it. Oh yeah, it's a 4.6. I didn't update my setup. That's why it was so off during the race this evening. I can run you through my setup if you want.
Yeah, what you got?
3.5, 75, 65. Let's see. Geometry is 320, 170, 1141.
Okay.
My suspension 6.4, 6.4, 3.5.
All right.
And then the tire pressure 23.0, 21.1, and 7 on the ballast. I just realized once I start getting upgrades put on my career car, I won't be able to go by my career's setups anymore. Well, I'm only doing engine upgrades first, so I suppose I can still use them because I'm not changing the aero or the chassis. It's just when I start making aero and chassis upgrades, then it's going to change everything. I'm going to have to actually do the work instead of being lazy.
Indeed.
Going out on a set of softs. It's good that we have back-to-back races with the same tire compounds. That actually helps me. So I know what the tires can do, although obviously the tracks change. This one does kind of chew up your tires more than Britain, even though Britain does chew them up on its own.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try and take it easy for the first couple of laps.
It's weird. People usually think like lower downforce setups are aggressive. Like they're not more aggressive. They're more speed inducive. But like if you set your aero high, then that means you can be aggressive. Which I don't know, just seems counterproductive. Or at least that's the way I look at it.
Indeed.
Because it's like I think if you've got a lower downforce on the front and back, you can go faster on the straights, but it also means you have to be a little bit more careful in the turns, which doesn't seem very aggressive to me, unless I'm just, you know, completely overthinking it or whatever. But see, you wouldn't really say that a Monaco setup is aggressive, because you go like really high downforce. But I think on Monaco, if you do go with a lower downforce setting, that is aggressive because there's not a lot of straights on that track, so that would be considered being aggressive. So I'll stop talking now.
No, I totally get what you mean. It's weird how it's a little backwards like that.
Yeah. Because I started thinking that myself, like, a lot of my setups have, like, fairly low downforce. But I'm conservative when it comes to turns and shit like that. And I was wondering, like, how the hell it could be considered conservative, or how I could consider myself conservative when I have an aggressive setup. But, like, I don't do, like a 1.9 or something like that. That just seems a little out there for me. I know, like, that's the setup a lot of people use in league racing. It really like a huge difference between front and rear downforce.
That's true, but a lot of those guys use wheels and...
Yeah. It's so much different, yeah.
They also
Like
don't race with as many assists as we do. Not that we're racing with that many assists as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only got 3 assists. Sometimes I don't consider the racing line an assist, but it is. But yeah, like I notice on with a wheel, the rear tires get more wear, whereas on a pad, your front tires get more wear. Mainly because with a wheel, it makes steering into turns a hell of a lot easier, and the rear tires are the one that wear at a normal rate. It just seems like the rears get more wear because the wheel is really good for front tire wear. And then I don't know why it is that pads, or that the front tires wear more on pads.
Yeah, it's weird how
by saying that it's easier to turn. Well, it is. It's a lot smoother on a wheel than it is on a pad for turning.
That's true.
Just completely messed up the S's. I just remember last season we did this with Cam, and like we turned the damage down low. I remember you were going into the pits, and then at the last second you just decided not to pit and drove into the wall. And then when your car didn't get damaged, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna hit like retire. That was one of those instances.
Yeah. Shit. I do not.
Did you get damaged or just oh shit.
No, I'm just learning the track and I just can't seem to
like getting the turn-ins and the braking points.
Yeah.
Well, like they do list this as one of the harder tracks. Like in the list of tracks, I think it's either like a hard difficulty, or I don't think it's very hard, or like listed as very hard. But it's deceptive. Like for being such a short, relatively short track, it's very technical. Very challenging. It's one of my favorite tracks, like Canada, and I love Singapore. I also like Russia, but I don't know, I think Canada is probably my favorite overall track. Not because I'm Canadian, but because I love it. Yeah, I think the only suggestion I would have if you're having an issue with the setup is change your downforce. Most of the other settings, like the spring rate and all that, is pretty good for the Mercedes because they've got a good chassis. But it's just finding that right, that smooth spot for your downforce. I don't know if you can hear that when it comes through the headphone, like that rattling.
Yeah, that's your controller.
Yeah, it's banging against my ring. It does that whenever it vibrates. I try and lift my finger off so it doesn't make that noise, but sometimes I don't notice it. I don't know if it's annoying or not, so
I don't care.
Sure. Okay. Does it come through loud, or is it just sort of like a background noise?
No, I can hear it pretty loud.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hear it all that often anymore, so... Oh shoot. I thought for sure I was going to get nailed for corner cutting on that. Dirty air. Thank you, Erics. He's turning into my nemesis now. He's... Oh, shit. Just damaged my front wing. I just didn't brake in time. Now he's going so slow. Going through the final turn. It seemed like he was going, like he was in neutral or something.
Well, welcome to the broadcast, folks.
Lost a lot of downforce.
Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. You've knocked the front wing. The damage
Yeah,
only looks minor,
I know I
but you'll need
did.
to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Fucking Stroll. God.
Did you knock it while going into the pits?
No. So this is what happened. We're coming into that hairpin and going into the final corner and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have the line, and Stroll comes in my inside and knocks me around and spins me into the wall. I don't take any damage, but I took damage turning around.
I just got a warning. And getting so close on that one turn. but without the front left downforce, I made the turn a little soon, a little early, and ended up just cutting the hell out of it.
He didn't even get a penalty or a warning.
Yeah, they usually don't give penalties for collisions like that unless it's a serious collision. It's mainly just warnings. And even then, like, I've seen more warnings given out in actual F1 races for collisions like that than they actually give in the game.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 23.2.
I'm thinking about doing a 2.5.
Yeah.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Just damaged the front left even further. Magnussen, like, it was my fault. I didn't avoid it because he was in front. Obviously, if I run into the back of him, it's all my fault. But it just seems like the AI love to just completely park it mid-apex. I guess there's no such thing as mid-apex. The apex is actually the middle of the turn.
They like to park at the breaking point.
Yeah. Holy hell. Even when I lift off, I'm just understeering through these turns. Two races in a row, I get a damaged wing. Although this one was in practice, but I don't see that changing for the race. My reflexes are gone. I'm up to a slower car, and instead of slowing down sooner, I just hit my normal braking point and drive right into the back of them. Ooh, 38% wear on the front left. I just did 10 laps. That doesn't bode well for the starting on softs. Alright, well, I'm going to take a bio. I'm going to put the camera on whip while he's driving around, so that you're not just
We're seeing minor damage to the front
in the
wing.
garage.
Easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Aw, you would have to pit now.
Well, no, because I took damage.
I'll be back in a minute. I'll just switch to a different...
Nah, stay on me, I'll stay out.
It's okay, I just realized that even if you came in, it would have switched to another view, so it didn't matter if you came in or not. Alright, back in a minute. And I'm back. Your first quickest in the speed trap, 302 kph.
Nice.
That's the one thing I can rarely beat you on is speed trap. I don't know if it's because I'm braking, you know, in the speed trap, or that, you know, my downforce is too high, or what. You're like in the last race, I think you were 4 or 5 kilometers an hour faster than I was in the trap. Okay, do you have a PC?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have a
ask if you
laptop,
wanted. I was gonna ask if you wanted to, like, download and play Star Wars: The Old Republic. 'Cause I've started playing that again, so it's fun playing with friends, but it's yeah. Okay, I just had somebody join and then leave. Benja Burgos.
Last lap
I don't
moves
know
you
if
up
he's
to
in my friends
P2.
list or yours. Probably mine. I usually just accept friend requests. But yeah, when Yeti joined the channel earlier, he's like, okay, so I saw the bullshit F1 chat and decided to jump in. I'm like, well, actually, no, it's bullwhip, but for whatever reason, PlayStation thinks whip is a cuss word. So we've been dealing with that the entire year, and yet you're able to use your username. It just makes no sense.
I know, it's quite annoying.
Okay, you just passed Vettel for second on mediums. Bravo, my son, bravo. Tonight on some supers, low fuel. Just let me know when you're gonna box. And then,
Oh!
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front. Understood. Stopping this lap.
what happened?
Alonso.
Did you collide with somebody? 'Cause I had just switched to the overview when I was watching you go around the track just to find when I can come out, and then I see your car going straight at the end of the straight instead of turning into turn 1, and then you went, oh! So I had like no idea what had happened, no context. Oh, shit, I probably should have gone mad. Damn it. Are you coming into the pits?
Yes,
On,
I have
just,
to.
okay. And you're at the end of, actually the
I'm
gap
coming into
between
the
you and the
pits
car
right now.
behind you is, like, huge. But it's gonna close by the time your animation finishes.
I do like this setup.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah.
The closing speed on the cars in front of you is insane. Like, that's where I lost my wing both times, is that closing distance.
I know. It also doesn't help that the past few days I've been practicing either on 90 or 100 AI, so...
Yeah.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:22.
Oh shit, I timed going out and then a Williams just shoots past. Either that or these cars are coming into the pits. Yes, they are. Good.
Oh, excuse me.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Remember to change your fuel load?
Yes, I did.
It did.
I put 7.5 laps of fuel in.
I think I did like 5 and change. It's going to be a very short stint. Now I gotta start backing up. Oh, that'll overtake me for a second. I hope that car in front of me is going into the pits. It is not. Shit. Huge difference between the softs and the supers
Indeed.
on this track. I'm already 1.5 seconds up on my my previous best on the medium or on the softs. Almost close to 2 seconds up now. I am now 2 seconds up. 1:19.7. Timing my DRS opening after turn 1. Fox this lap.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. of fuel. You'll need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
Shut up, Jeff.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving. Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
I hate you sometimes, Jeff.
You tell him to shut up for telling you how much fuel he has left, and then he goes ahead and tells you that you need to box anyway. It's like, what's the point of telling him to shut up when he just doesn't shut up?
I know. It's like I tell him to shut up, Jeff, and he's like, "I'm sorry, what was that?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like he's mocking me.
Yeah.
That asshole.
That's the way I feel whenever I ask something. He's like, sorry, we didn't get that. Or there's a lot of static. Like, no, there wasn't. It's just built into the game. Like, sometimes they just don't answer, but it's stupid. Although I do like on some tracks when you get like to the furthest point away from the pits on the track, you get static. I like that. That's a nice little bit of realism added in.
1 minute, 21.9.
Ooh, Sauber just locked it up. And especially when you go under an overpass or like through a bridge, like in Monaco. Like it's all staticky. That's
Indeed.
nice.
I do think that is pretty bitchin'. I love tacos.
Soft or crunchy?
Any kind.
Yeah. I refuse to eat crunchy because I'd rather eat my food than wear it. Because it always ends up everywhere but my mouth. Well, I get a little portion of it in my mouth and then just I like wrapping my food up. It's easier to stick in my throat hole. You gonna do another run on another compound, or?
No. I'm just gonna run this.
Okay. I'm happy with my my information so far. So if you want to retire to get to the next race, I'm all for it.
We're third in the speed trap, 186.1 miles per hour.
Oh sure, how'd you get third? You were first. That's weird. At least that's what it said in mine.
You know what? There's a couple more minutes left.
Yeah, just over 6 minutes left. I retired on the assumption that you were as well. Well, you were going to go out again. I wouldn't have retired.
I'm gonna try one more thing.
Engine fired. We're set.
Okay.
And if I don't like, well, if I don't like how it does in the installation lap, then, or on my out lap, then I'll just retire. Nope. Damn, you're the only one who got a warning.
Yep.
I think that's a little unfair how they do that. I don't like how they just delve up penalties all willy-nilly.
Yeah, well, if they'd hit me with a penalty, that would have been that would have been brutal. All I did was cut a corner. If they invalidated the lap time, that would have been fine. It wasn't an egregious corner cut. It was a limit.
The track is pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in. All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
boxes.
That's P2. You're currently in second place. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap. You're nearly out of fuel. Almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Your first quickest, 304 kilometers an hour. And you've got first and third sector bests. Only 0.175 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. I got it in sector 2. I did a 28.899. You did a 29.329. If not for that second sector, you'd be sitting in the divisional pole. 5 minutes left if you want to do another lap.
Yeah, I think I got time for one more.
Yeah. There's only 5 cars out on the track.
So far, our fastest
2 of
lap
them are
is
coming
a
in, so should have a fairly clear run.
Standing by.
Well, folks, we'll see if I can out-qualify my teammate.
minutes to go. Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Still second.
I thought for
with
sure
that
you were going to
corner.
get an invalidated lap going through that chicane.
No, because I had obvious oversteer.
Yeah. .83 1,000ths of a second. That's the difference.
Oh well. It's gonna be a close race. And boy howdy, I tell you, my hands already fucking hurt.
There are a lot of cars on track today. Hard braking into the first corner.
Jeff just told me to have fun out there. He said, have fun out there. Good luck. Okay. Nothing more you could tell me? Fucking hell, they've got me set for a 2-stop.
Yeah, so do I. Super soft, super. 9 and 24.
I'm soft. I'm soft, super on 13 and 24.
Might have to change that.
Or I could
50%.
do a soft, super soft super. Come in on 6, 16, and 27.
I changed mine. I'm coming in on lap 14 and 25.
Okay.
So I was fairly easy on my tires in the last race. I probably could have stayed out a couple of more laps. Originally, it was my wear was supposed to be 50% on the softs, with 13 laps, and then I changed it to 14, and it went to 54. So it's not that big of a difference. I can always make a change if something drastic happens in the race. Like if I get damaged and have to come in for a new wing, I can go soft, and then super, and that will.
How many
change
laps
everything.
of fuel are you putting in the car?
38 flat, 57.1 kilograms. You gonna put in an extra lap of fuel?
Probably.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good to go.
I was thinking of changing my front arrow, but I like that setup, so I'm ready to go too. Oh, wait a minute, before we push the button.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on. I'll hold it.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
Okay, close the door on me on the outside. I give you like huge amount of space going around. I got forced off the track.
I wasn't trying to force you off the track, I was...
Oh, I know.
Oh, shit.
Just got a face full of dirty air going through the S's there. Right on your gearbox, right up until that, and it's like, fuck. Got hit with a brick wall.
That's a decent start. Good job.
No!
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
They want you to go on mediums. Never mind that.
The front wing is badly damaged. You've lost a lot of downforce on the car. Pit and we'll fit you a new front wing.
don't even know what the fuck happened.
The tires picked up a lot of dirt when you went off the track. No grip going into that next turn. Either that or your tire hit the curb. That curb loves to unseat cars.
Well, that's my fucking race.
Still 33 more laps.
Complete, go now.
If you put on mediums, then you'll skip over a lot of people's pit stops and gain track position. But if you put on supers,
We'll be
then
doing
yeah,
one
it'll be
more stop
difficult.
today. One stop left in our strategy. Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled. Blue flag, blue flag. We're running an excess on fuel. Mix 3 is there if you need.
my lap time was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Couldn't have slowed down for that extra 2 thousandths to get the nice time.
Mm-hmm.
When I was behind your car, when you went around, I had a pucker factor of 9. It was just, I wasn't sure where to go. I wasn't sure if you were going to slide across the track or what, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, that would have been horrible if we both got collected into that.
I know, I would have been pissed. Well, I still am kind of pissed.
Yeah, you're on mediums now, or softs, right?
No, I'm going on the mediums. I'm
Wait, you're
gonna
going
jump
in?
up. Yeah.
Holy shit. You would have had track position
Release.
on those softs.
No, I won't
You'd
have
probably...
it.
No, you would have if you'd stayed out. Because they all would have gone on to, like, they would have gone into the pits, and you would have gone on maybe 7 or 8 more laps after they had pit, so you would have, for a while, probably would have been in the top 10, and then when you came in, you could have switched to the mediums and gone the rest of the race, while they had one more stop to do.
I just got a 5-second stop and go penalty. Fuck that. I'm done.
You probably could have salvaged points out of this race. I know a win would have been off the table, but the points were still there.
I could have, but I think I fucked things up at that stop. You're right, I might have. I might have really fucked things up. I was definitely just racing in anger and wasn't thinking.
This car really conserves fuel in standard. Like, I set it to, you know, just over 3 laps. No, actually, it turned out to be just under 3 laps of fuel. And I'm now at 3.22.
Damn.
Like I used rich mix off the start, and that brought it down to about 2.87, something like that, and then put it into standard. I definitely won't be racing a lot in standard in Belgium next week or on Thursday. Just hope I finish Belgium this time around.
Well, since this is round 13, do you want to take our mid-season break?
I kind of figured we did that when I took 3 races or 3 race days off with the neck injury. But if you want to take a break,
took
that
2.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. If you want to, like, how long were you thinking?
Maybe a week.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Because you've been so understanding about my my issues, you can take as much time as you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it entirely up to you.
We might have to wait a bit to start season 3.
Yeah, I figure we'll start season 3 on 2018.
Well, not only that, but we'll have to wait a bit to start season 3 anyway, because well, actually, when is 2018 supposed to come out?
August 24th.
Okay. Well, we will definitely have to wait a bit to start season. Well, actually, we might not. But if we do start season 3, we're gonna have to really push through the race weekends because once October comes around, I will be gone for a month.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably best if we start the season after you come back. That way there's not a huge gap.
Indeed. Because, yeah, I don't know if I told you that. I am moving my mom from from Washington to Texas.
Oh yeah.
So, I think like the 20th.
Road trip.
Yeah, the 20th I'm flying up there with my girlfriend. We're gonna fly into SeaTac, and then one of 2 buddies might come and pick me up, or pick us up. Take us out to Everett, and then hang out with us for a couple of days. Go back to doing what they're doing after we've loaded up the U-Haul. And then a couple of days before my birthday, we're gonna take off and go down to Arizona and see my kids, spend my birthday weekend with my kids, and then see my daughter off, well, see the kids off to school the next day, and then we're on the road again back to Texas.
Well, the time off will give me a chance to get really good at 2018.
I know, I'm gonna have so little time to prepare.
The only difference, well,
I might be able to
and,
get through a whole season. Yeah, Paul Ricard, I'm really looking forward to, and then Hockenheim. I want to see how fast I can go around that bitch in this car. That car.
I'm honestly, I'm not looking forward to Paul Ricard just because of the way
the pit
the track
entrances.
looks. I'm gonna be all confused as to where my turns are gonna be and all that shit.
I'm pretty sure they'll have it laid out for the game.
Oh yeah, there'll be a racing line, but like I wanted to start playing the game without assists at all. But I still don't think I can do. I don't think I can do no traction control because the controller. It's just same with ABS. I have to set my ABS at 50%, or not my ABS, or my brake pressure at 50% in order to prevent lockups. Because even if I just barely pull the trigger, it locks up. That's one of the main reasons why I haven't been able to get rid of those two.
I will say this. I did do the all assist off race, and I pulled a 52. Well, I pulled a fast lap on Britain Short with all the assists off.
Yeah.
I got the fastest lap.
Yeah, I ended up finishing 4th, I think, when I did that with no assists.
I finished 1st, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the AI set at? 0?
Yeah.
That's what I did, and I couldn't. Like, it was such a struggle with the wheel spin. I had to flash back so many times.
I
brutal.
did too. I'm not gonna lie, I did too, especially on the start.
Yeah, the only trophies I need to get the platinum on this are 2 online things. Get level 25, reach level 25, and then reach level 50.
Yeah, I'm like
and then
4 away
all
from
of
platinum.
And I'm on level 16. I'm not even gonna bother going to 25. Not with all the dirty drivers.
Yeah.
Like, even just me actually playing online is a victory in and of itself. Because I hate driving against humans. They're just so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Like, you see all these YouTubers who record it and then call out dirty drivers. It's like, well, they're a dirty driver to get on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you didn't, like, if all these, dirty driver YouTubers didn't record the race and make videos, they wouldn't run into nearly as many dirty drivers. They are still plenty, but you wouldn't have the same drivers following you in every lobby.
Indeed. Holy shit, it's 1 in the morning here.
Yeah, and some of the things they're going to be introducing in 2018 is an online licensing system.
Yes.
Where kind of like the GT Sport has. Oh, what the hell, Ericsson? I don't know if you were watching that, but he cut right across my nose. That was insane.
I saw
luckily,
that. That was pretty ridiculous.
I was able to slam on the brakes, or I would have had the front of my nose taken off.
Yeah, I like how they're going to do the licensing system, and also they're updating their penalty system too.
Yeah, I like the whole post and pre-race interviews. Like, it's not like they were saying it's not going to happen every weekend, but they will. It'll be like in career where you have goals that you have to reach.
Yeah.
And they'll ask you a certain question, and you'll have to do that in the race or something. I don't know exactly what it'll be like, but it's going to be a lot more. Shit, did he just hit me? No, he didn't. Okay. It felt like the back end started to go out. But yeah, it's going to be a lot more interesting than just the boring race weekend. Doing the practice programs is pretty cool, but there's no real variety in the things that you have to do.
Indeed.
I just hope that, like, they give you like a franchise type mode where you get to create your own car with your own,
Money.
sponsor and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I brought that up. There was a YouTuber who was asking what things they would want in, or like what his viewers would want in 2018. This was a couple of months ago, and I brought up the point of having like a more in-depth career with you know, different sponsors. You get to choose your sponsors, and he's like, well, that could never happen because they would have to pay the sponsors. And I'm like, wow, you are so short-sighted. You can't even think of the fact that they would come up with fake names for sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to use real-life sponsors. They could just, you know, call anything. Like,
Yeah.
make any kind of a sponsor. And
Yeah,
it's
like I could have the whip cracker car.
Yeah, like, he completely dismissed the entire idea because in his narrow view, he couldn't see all of F1's sponsors or all of the real world sponsors not being used.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, holy hell, like, it doesn't take a genius or anything like that. Hell, I thought of it, so it obviously doesn't take a genius. And I wanted to, like, walk him through it like a child, but it's like, when I replied, I'm like, well, you don't have to use real-world sponsors. It's like, it still wouldn't work, because you wouldn't be able to get the sponsor's permission. I'm like, did you not hear or read where I said you don't have to use real-world sponsors? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying though, dude. That would be like a wicked idea for them to do. If they don't put it in 2018, they should definitely put it in 2019.
Yeah. Like, make it like NHL or, you know, Madden, where, oh, someone's out, Stroll, where, VSC. Glad the full safety car didn't come out. Although that would have helped you.
Indeed.
At one point I was thinking, how can I bring out the safety car? How can I bring, without wrecking myself, how can I bring it out? Like when you were right behind me? Because then I would have let you go right through, so that you were in front of me when the safety car came out and you'd get your lap back. I'm like, there's no way I could do it without spinning someone and possibly getting disqualified or penalties or shit like that. Oh shit. Oh. It tells me that VSC is ending and my delta was red. Okay, we got 6 more laps to go before my pit stop. Oh, like a glove. I've been practicing my dive bombs in my career practices. I'll just come up, like I'll stay behind a car intentionally and then dive bomb them into a turn.
Trying to pull a whip cracker, eh?
Well, I actually pull it off without hitting them, so no.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hey, I only hit you once.
You need some aloe vera for that burn. But yeah, that obviously I was just kidding. But
hey, to be fair, you even said you didn't give me enough room on that one.
Which one?
On the one in Russia.
Oh, that I didn't catch what you said at first.
I said, to be fair, you even said you didn't give me enough room on that one. Or was I
think that was a different one. Yeah. On the dive bomb that where we collided and I ended up in the wrong direction. I was defending to the inside and you went even further inside instead of going around the outside. I think the one where I think it was on lap 1 when you made the lunge going into what is effectively turn 1 but is actually turn 2. It's stupid the way they call that kink turn 1, but yeah, that one unless I'm thinking of a different brand. I don't know. I'm starting to get a vibration on straights. I don't know if that was just weird. Like coming up to that that chicane, I was driving in a straight line and the controller started vibrating. I hadn't applied the brakes or anything like that. It was like a minor little vibration, but it felt like there was something that. I thought someone had actually hit me. I checked the mini map and there was no one there. Yeah, I finally got DRS. And Ocon is defending.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was bad. But you got DRS.
And then he just puts on the brakes right in the middle of the exits. Right in the middle of the turn. I'm almost up to 4 laps of extra fuel. This thing,
Yeah, I see that.
Sips fuel so well. A lot of curb in that one and that one. Holy! Mess up one bit of the S's and it just multiplies all the way through. I like having my my fuel switch on the right thumbstick, so I don't have to take my left thumb off the stick to hit it with the D-pad. I can change fuel in the middle of a turn without worrying. Jeff just told me that I was pulling out a second a lap on Vettel.
Damn.
Coming to the end of the life of these tires, though. He must be coming up on lap traffic. It's the only thing I can think of. probably do three more laps on these tires. The front left is at 40%, right is 35, and then the backs are 31 and 28. If I do go another couple of laps, that'll save my last stint. I won't be worrying about overworking them.
Whoa, coming up on this step real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna go one extra lap. I'm gonna do it with the tricks. Oh shit. Just was I wasn't thinking. I had tunnel vision. Box this lap. Oh, 50% on the front, left, 43 on the right, 39 on the back, left. That'll just get into the pit. Just left the pit.
Man, hopefully I have another awesome day at work tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a hell of a sale.
Yep. And it was a door.
Oh yeah, 17 grand for a door?
With 3 window panes in it. Glass panes in it.
Oh shit. I was taking a drink of water when I went into the pits. I forgot that I've got it set that I have to manually release.
So it's gonna get 3 triple pane glass panels in it. Oh, excuse me. And it's gonna get a custom built door. And then I got a patio door going out sometime soon. And then
I got a 15 window house going out tomorrow. I got 2 going out tomorrow. One's a 15 window and then the other one's like 5 or 6.
Lost
I
your
think
controller.
both of those. Danny Rick.
He's not having a lot of luck in these past 2 races.
No, he hasn't.
Gets
Neither
a
have I.
puncture on the penultimate lap, and yeah, and then they. Well, you had a hell of a recovery drive in Britain.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a very nice job. Oh, just bottled that turn. Holy shit, Jeff just told me that they're getting weird readings from some of the sensors on my car. Oh man, if I get a DNF because of mechanical issues.
That'd be the
Check
first
it.
time.
Okay, there's not a lot of wear. Like if I get another DRS malfunction, like, it happened in my career race, not in the Britain race.
You did get a DRS malfunction a couple of races ago, though.
Yeah. Can't remember which track it
I
was.
think it was Austria.
Alright, that's just that.
So, what are your thoughts on Hockenheim?
So looking forward to watching it again. I loved racing it in the 2016 game. That long straight was just, it was awesome. I've got the DVR set up to record. Well, they list it as FP1, but it's usually FP2. Canadian stations are kind of dumb when it comes to showing F1 races. Like right in the middle, instead of cutting to commercial, they'll do a picture-in-picture with the race in a small window, but they'll remove the sound from the race and play the sound of the commercial instead of the other way around, which I think they should do. They should have the sound of the actual race, and they always seem to do it when the team radio comes on. It's like, that's what I want to hear, and they always tend to go to commercial. And their commercials last longer than normal commercial breaks. It just pisses me off.
I know.
I almost hit Verstappen there.
I saw that. That was pretty close.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get there. Like there wasn't any contact, and if there was no damage. Nothing popped up on my screen. So.
Well, I'm gonna go take a bite. I'll be back.
All right. More to go. 3 at the end of this lap. I'll cross this out. Double overtake coming into the chicane. That could have ended in tears. Fuel to run rich mix for the race. Thankfully, this is not for a race. We get the engines for practice for qualifying and for a race. Definitely would not be running rich in a career race at this stage.
Oh, hell no, you wouldn't be.
Would just kiss the MGUK goodbye if I did that.
Indeed.
Driver behind. Quickly come back. Welcome to the broadcast. Or is that you?
No, I'm still broadcasting.
You joined us fairly late in the race, but if you want to ask any questions, feel free. I'll be able to leave them and answer them if I possibly can. If not, thank you for joining. Haven't said anything else about fixing that gremlin in the system.
Oh yeah.
You said something about it. It was like a false reading or something. You'll let me know if anything real happens. Actually, adds a little bit of realism, which is appreciated. I wish during the career that your car could break down, even if you're, even if the parts are still in the green. They would just fail. Like they've got down the whole upgrades fail and all that, but they don't have Like once the part's on a car, they're infallible unless you drive the style.
Yeah, exactly.
Wish it would be a little bit more
I do
realistic.
hope
Where,
they get the... Yeah.
yeah. Like, granted, if it happens on like the last or the penultimate lap of a 100% race, it would be annoying as fuck. But oh wow. I thought I hit that wall hard enough to break the suspension, and all it did was throw the front wing into my face in the camera.
Well,
Like that was a pretty hard on, or not hard on, but a hard hit into the wall, and all I did was bounce off of it. We're gonna lose some points to Ferrari, but I think we're still strong.
Yeah, dude, it's not even gonna hurt us.
Yeah. I think they gained 7 or 8 points at the most.
Yeah, but they're like 186 points behind us.
Yeah, so it's a 33. 8 point. No, 7, 6. Oh, fuck, my maths is just wrong.
You're
8 points, that's it. 8. Okay.
I think you've already got the championship in the bag.
That may be why he said to have fun instead of giving me like information. Well, like I haven't won the drivers, but the constructors, we've got a very healthy lead.
Yeah. Well.
Van Born still without any points.
Yup.
Yeah. Thanks for the double race, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching it on tape.
Indeed.
Yes, I'm old. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for Thursday when we take on.
Oh, nice pun there. That's a dad pun. That's a bad dad pun.
Holy crap! Perez picked up 10 points in that race.
Nice.
And Ocon didn't finish. So it's back to a double France flag. Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in, and
you folks have a good night.